Next, electrolysis. The common reducing agents carbon monoxide cannot be used for reduction of the alkali and alkaline earth metals and other active metals because they form carbides at the reducing temperatures. Moreover, they also react with water, hence their aqueous salt solution cannot be used for the electrolytic refining. Such active metals are taken in the form of their halides in fused state and used for refining through electrolysis. So these are the cells used for the electrolysis of active metals to get pure metals. The first one is down cell, which is used to get pure sodium metal. Here fused sodium chloride is taken as electrolyte and iron is cathode where the sodium metal get deposited. Carbon acts as anode where chlorine gas evolves when current is passed. The right side cell is used for production of aluminium. Here aluminum oxide is dissolved in molten cryolite. Cryolite is the combination of aluminum fluoride and sodium fluoride, which is melted in this molten cryolite. Alumina is added. Now aluminum dissociates into aluminum and oxide ion. The cell is made of iron, inside of which is coated with carbon. The carbon immersed in the fused electrolyte also acts as anode, while the carbon coated on the inner side of the iron vessel acts as cathode. At the cathode, aluminum ion gets deposited as aluminium. At the anode, oxide ion is converted into oxygen. This oxygen reacts with carbon, producing carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Thus, the anode gets dissolved during the electrolysis of alumina dissolved in molten cryolite for the production of aluminium. The exact reactions taking place at anode can be represented as the next method is the selective dissolution. Here, impure metal is treated with a solvent where impurity only dissolves in the solvent. For example, when lead contains a small amount of silver as impurity, the molten impure metal is added to molten zinc. Only silver dissolves in the zinc. The molten lead is immiscible with zinc. When this is done many times, the silver completely goes into the silver moves to zinc and the amount of silver in lead decreases. This process is called Parks process. When this is repeated many times, silver goes into zinc and lead is freed from silver. This process is known as Parks process. Next, we shall discuss the applications of some metals. First, aluminium. It is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust and good conductor of heat and electricity. It also provides resistance for corrosion. So, heat exchangers, sinks, and the cooking vessels, they are all produced from aluminium metal. As aluminium foil, it is also used as wraps and packing for food items. Aluminium metal as such is not strong, but when it is allied with other elements such as copper, manganese, magnesium and silicon, lightweight and strong alloys are produced which are used in the design of aeroplanes and other parts or other forms of transport. Aluminum shows resistance to corrosion. Hence, it is used in the design of chemical reactors, medical equipments, refrigeration units, and gas pipelines. Aluminum is a good conductor of electricity and relatively cheap. Hence, it is used in the electrical overhead electric cables with steel core for strength. Zinc is used in galvanizing metals, that is, it is used to protect other metallic elements from corrosion and rushing. Zinc is also used in die castings in automobile, electrical and hardware industries. Zinc oxide is also used in the manufacture of many materials such as paints, rubber, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, plastics, inks, batteries, textiles, and electrical equipments. Zinc sulfide, it is used in fluorescent paints or luminous paints, fluorescent lights, and X-ray screens. Brass, an alloy of zinc, is used in the production of water valves and communication equipment because it is highly resistant to corrosion. Almost iron is used in many applications in our day-to-day life. Its application includes in bridges, electricity pylons, bicycle chains, cutting tools, and rifle barrels. Cast iron is used to make pipes, valves, pump stoves. The magnets are made from iron and its alloys. An important alloy of iron is stainless steel. It shows high resistance to corrosion. It is used in architecture, bearings, cutlery, surgical instruments, and jewelry. Nickel steel is used for making cables, automobiles, and aeroplane parts. Chrome steels, they are used in the manufacture of cutting tools and crushing machines. Chrome steels are stronger and so they are used in making crushing machines. Next, copper. It is the first metal used by human being. It is used for making coins, ornaments, along with gold and other metals. It is also used for making wires, water pipes, and other electrical parts. Next, gold. It is one of the expensive and precious metal. It is also used in coinage, and in many countries it is used as standard for monetary systems. It is used extensively in jewelry in its alloy form with copper. It is also used in electroplating to cover other metals with thin layer of gold, and that are used in watches, artificial limb joints, cheap jewelry, dental fillings, and electrical connectors. Gold nanoparticles increase the efficiency of solar cells, and they are also used as catalyst. If you like this video, you can share with your friends. If you want to provide suggestions, you can reach us through the email IDs given or the WhatsApp number 94863 77825. If you want to watch further videos, you can subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.